Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Crispy's Emotiv Experience. Today we'll be going over the Emo Kit, and I will show you how you can play Angry Birds with using nothing but the neural headset. So first, we're going to go ahead and open up Control Panel. I already have my YouTube selected. And next we're going to bring up what is called the Emo key. Now the Emo key here allows you to set up the headset in order to do different keystrokes or different mouse inputs. So what you're first going to do is add a rule, and we're going to call this mouse click, or actually mouse hold. We're going to double click here, and what we want this to do is send a mouse click, and it's going to be a left button hold because that's how you control Angry Birds. Hold time, we're going to do 0, and this is how long you need to hold the enabler in order for it to work, and then how long we want a trigger delay on it. We want the 0 on both of those because we want it to happen pretty quickly. Next we're going to add a condition, and this is what's going to trigger the left mouse click. So what I generally do is a teeth clench, and what this means is simply grinding your teeth down a little bit and just almost like you're mad at somebody. It's greater than, we want it to go 0 because we want it to be pretty active. And another cool thing about this is located in the sides here are gyroscopes. So what you can do is go up here to the control panel and go to the mouse emulator. Now what this does is it senses the gyroscope and where it's going to be. So we're going to move the sensitivity down just a little bit. I like to move it down 2 each for the X and the Y, and we will do enable. And now what this allows me to do is control the mouse based on my head movements. Now this is just a little bit slow, so I'm going to move it up. It's a little bit slow still. Alright, so we're going to reposition it. Now if the mouse happens to get away from your gaze a little bit on where you're following it, what you can do is move it over to the side here and then move it to where you're facing it and move it where you want it to. So we're going to hit OK here. Now what we're going to do, move the webcam over, and we're going to bring up Google. I'm going to type in Angry Birds. Let this load up. Now what I've found out, which I will demonstrate in later. Now what I found out is this headset is very useful for playing different games that have a point and click attribute to them, very simple games, which I will demonstrate in later episodes. But what we're going to do here is we're first going to start off play and go to the first one. Now what I'm going to do here is it does take a little bit of a delay because this is wireless, so it takes maybe a half a second to a second for it to actually input what you're trying to make it do. But simply all we're going to do is hover the mouse over our little friend here. And let go. Very basic, very simple, very fun to play with the headset. I play it pretty often. Now, the only thing that can kind of mess you up a little bit is if you don't click exactly on the guy, you might accidentally grab the screen, which will pull the camera left and right. And from there, sometimes you might have to actually use the mouse and clicker that you have set up. So we'll go ahead and play through a couple of levels here, see what I can get. And another thing is you want to make sure that you don't hover over this ad whenever you're turning your head to pull the character. Once it hits a certain spot, it doesn't necessarily register, and it won't let go when you want it to. So you have to keep an eye out for that. So move on to the next level. Alright, here we go. As you can see, this is pretty simple. I've played it a couple of different times, so it's a little bit easier for me, but the first time I played it, it really wasn't that hard to pick up and figure out exactly how to work this. So. Play through 2 more levels and we'll call it quits. And if you need to, you can always reset. I wasn't happy with that one. Last one, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Alright, so we're going to quit it up here. Alright, I'd like to thank everybody for joining. My name's Crispy, and if you have any questions, you can always email me at crispysemotiv@gmail.com. Thank you. See you next time.